Lesson 133. I will not value what is valueless. Sometimes in teaching there is benefit, particularly after you've gone through what seems theoretical and far from what the student has already learned, to bring him back to practical concerns. This we will do today. We will not speak of lofty world-encompassing ideas, but dwell instead on benefits to you. You do not ask too much of life, but far too little. When you let your mind be drawn to bodily concerns, to things you buy, to eminence as valued by the world, you ask for sorrow, not happiness. This course does not attempt to take you from the little that you have. It does not try to substitute utopian ideas for satisfactions which the world contains. There are no satisfactions in the world. Today we list the real criteria by which to test all things you think you want. Unless they meet these sound requirements, they are not worth desiring at all, for they can but replace what offers more. The laws that govern choice you cannot make, no more than you can make alternatives from which to choose. The choosing you can do, indeed, you must. But it is wise to learn the laws you set in motion when you choose what alternatives you choose between. We have already stressed here there are but two, however there may appear to be more. The range is set, and this we cannot change. It would be most ungenerous to you to let the alternatives be limitless and thus delay your final choice until you have considered all of them in time and not been brought so clearly to the place where there is one choice that must be made. Another kindly and related law is that there is no compromise in what your choice must bring. It cannot give you just a little, for there is no in between. Each choice you make brings everything to you or nothing. Therefore, if you learn the test by which you can distinguish between everything from nothing, you will make the choice better. First, if you choose a thing that will not last forever, what you choose is valueless. A temporary value is without all value. Time can never take away a value that is real. What fades and dies was never there and makes no offering to him who chooses it. He is deceived by nothing in a form he thinks he likes. Next, if you choose to take a thing away from someone else, you will have nothing left. This is because you did deny him his right to everything. When you did that, you have denied your own. You therefore will not recognize the things you really have, denying they are there. Who seeks to take away what has been deceived by the illusion loss can offer gain? Yet loss must offer loss and nothing more. Your next consideration is the one in which the others rest. Why is the choice you make of value to you? What attracts your mind to it? What purpose does it serve? Here is the easiest of all to be deceived. For what the ego wants, it fails to recognize. It does not even tell the truth as it perceives it, for it needs to keep the halo which it uses to protect its goal from tarnish and from rust, that you may see how innocent it truly is. Yet its camouflage is a thin veneer, which could deceive but those who are content to be deceived. Its goals are obvious to anyone who cares to look for them. Here is deception doubled. For the one who is deceived will not perceive what he has merely failed to gain. He will believe that he has served the ego's hidden goals. Yet though he tries to keep its halo clear within his vision, he must still perceive its tarnished edges and its rusted core. His ineffectual mistakes appear as sins to him, because he looks upon the tarnish of his own. The rust, a sign of deep unworthiness within himself. He who would still preserve the ego's goals and serve them as his own makes no mistakes according to the dictates of his guide. This guidance teaches it is error to believe that sins are but mistakes, for who would suffer for his sins if this were so? And so we come to the criterion for choice that is the hardest to believe, because its obviousness is overlaid by many levels of obscurity. If you feel any guilt about your choice, you have allowed ego's goals to come between the real alternatives. And thus you do not realize there are but two. And the alternative you think you choose seems fearful and too dangerous to be nothingness, to be the nothingness it actually is. All things are valuable or valueless, worthy or not of being sought at all, entirely desirable or not worth the slightest effort to obtain. Choosing is easy just because of this. Complexity is nothing but a smokescreen, which hides the very simple fact that no decision can be difficult. What is the gain to you in learning this? Is it far more than merely letting you make choices easily and without pain? Heaven itself is reached with empty hands and open minds, which come with nothing to find everything and claim it as their own. We will attempt to reach this state today, with self-deception laid aside, with an honest willingness to value but the truly valuable and real. Our two extended practice periods of 15 minutes begin with this. I will not value what is valueless, and only what has value do I seek, for only that do I desire to find. And then receive what waits for everyone who reaches, unencumbered, to the gates of heaven, which swings open as he comes. Should you begin to let yourself collect some needless burdens, or believe you see some difficult decisions facing you, be quick to answer with this simple thought. I will not value what is valueless, for what is valuable belongs to me. Lesson 131. I will not value what is valueless. Oh, I think I have a pillow behind my back. I need to move. Oh, okay. I will not value what is valueless. See what Magdalene has for us. Greetings, beloveds. Should you question what is the difference between what is valuable to you and what is valueless, you must look to the structure of the egoic mind. You must look to the ways in which you have relinquished listening to your heart, and instead you have built up evidence as to why the thoughts that you think that are not with the mind of God are real. There has been evidence that has mounted through many, many incarnations, believing that there is a world that holds value to you. You believe that there are special relationships. You believe that there are objects that are precious to you. Your cars, your homes, your jobs, your savings accounts, your investments, gold and diamonds and pearls. Beloveds, this truly holds no value within the kingdom of heaven. What is of value is you, the pureness of you and the essence of you, the goodness of you and the kindness of you, the sound that you are, the flavor that you are, the beauty and the magnificence that you are. When you look for what is valueless, when you look for objects and things and relationships that you have filled with egoic thoughts, look to the things that you fear losing, beloveds. Look to the things that you say, if this were to disappear from my life would be over. Is that money? Is that a particular person? Is it a piece of land? Is it a home? Is it your automobile? Is it your job? Look today, beloveds, to see what bits of the illusion you have granted authority to within. What have you said is more important to you than love itself? When you seek for and sit in quietude, in solitude, and open your mind truly to the mind of God, you will be shown what there is to truly value. There is a place inside of you that holds such value and esteem If you have ever had the notion that you are not valuable, if you have ever held the notion that you are less than worthful, that you are worth less rather than being valued and esteemed, you have fallen into line with the egoic thinking, and you have come far from your hearts, beloveds. Allow your hearts to lead you to what is the truth. Allow your hearts to lead you to what is truly of value. You can look upon a certain circumstance where you have believed that you have loved something or someone beyond imagination. We would ask you, beloveds, to look deeper. Look to see what the quality is within that relationship, within the feelings that emerge. It could be an animal, it could be a plant, a tree. What are these objects that you have imbued with your worthiness, that you have said, this is more valuable than life itself? And begin to question and allow yourself in these brief 15-minute periods to look within, to see where your true value lies, to see where the love that you have for yourself begins. For in that sweet and tender pocket of self-love, that is the pool, the reservoir of love that you can then share with all of life. That is the place within where there is an essence of you that is the God stuff, the very purity of your soul. Seek for that within, beloveds. Look for the richness that you have within and allow the illusion of all that you have valued external to you to begin to fade into the nothingness where it was created from. Much of it was created from fear, beloveds. Look to see what it is that you fear and see if you can reach into this reservoir. It is like a golden elixir, the essence, the true value of you. And see if you can allow yourself to spread that over everything. Come to try and find your true value, beloveds, which lies deeply within you, not in the objects that you have, not in the ways in which you have esteemed yourself by the jobs that you have, the titles you have held, the education that you have garnered, the certificates upon your walls. Your true value, beloveds, exists within the relationship that you have as a divine creation of God. Allow yourself to find your true worth, for it exists and it thrives and it lives within you. But through many, many cycles of incarnations, you have forgotten where it is. Allow yourselves today, beloveds, to seek within and to find the true value and essence of you. And allow what is truly valueless to become apparent. Allow it to present itself. Allow yourself to say, this is something that I had valued. This is something that I felt was important to me. A child, a mate, a friend. And instead let yourself find the true value that exists within you, that you have wanted to place onto another, to project onto another. The ego will tell you so many things are of value. But truly, beloveds, the relationship that is more valuable to you, the relationship that will bring you back to yourself, is your relationship with God. And that exists within you. Look for your reservoir. Be a treasure hunter, beloveds, and find that pool of God essence that lives within you and bring that forth. Let that shine upon you from within. Let yourself remember that you are as God created you. And there is an essence within you that is so rich, deep within the jungles of the egoic mind. Allow yourself to find that today, beloveds. Drink of that elixir. Know the purity of God's love. purity of your own. Find that value within. It is an essence of love that lives within your heart. And allow yourself to put that value upon all circumstances and all thoughts and all feelings and all emotions. And there you will find peace. And there you will find love. And there you will find truth, the truth of you. And you will learn that if a particular person or circumstance or an object does not bring you that same sense of remarkable peace, that same sense of extraordinary love, then that is part of the illusion. So go within, beloveds, today and find that purity, that essence of you, that divinity that is wholly within. Bathe within this essence, beloveds, and allow that to be who you truly are. Find value within that. Know that we love you. Ask us to help you find that place within where God dwells. And there truly you will find your value. Blessings to you, beloveds. Blessings to you always. I will speak with you again. That was yummy. I wish you all the most beautiful day, and I will speak with you again tomorrow. Bye, everybody.